Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We are here today to express our gratitude to God and Meshu Sama for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask permission to serve the divine plan for this coming month. Let us begin our monthly service with the presentation of offerings to God. Please pray along silently while we have the opening prayer to God.
Great God of light, with our deepest respect, we have gathered here at the Miroku Association to celebrate our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We humbly offer you our prayers of praise and appreciation for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask for permission, guidance, and inspiration to serve in your divine work of the construction of paradise on earth. Please accept the materialization of our gratitude through our in-person and online presence, our monetary offerings, and by our guiding relatives and friends. Please give us strength and wisdom to practice this year's guidelines in our everyday life. Based on the sacred teachings and pragmatism of Meshu Sama, let us engage in our practices of faith by intensifying our dedication through Jorei, through donations of gratitude, by our guiding and training individuals capable of overcoming purifications, and by living in accordance with the daylight age. May we receive greater light and spiritual strength to realize Meshu Sama's ideals in our hearts, our homes, and our communities, so that we become effective instruments of your divine light, bringing happiness to everyone around us. May the new age of happiness and everlasting peace, where love, goodwill, and understanding prevail, soon become a reality.
Let us take this moment to pray along silently for the departed souls of all ancestors, while specifically honoring the ancestors of members of our Miroku Association who have been enshrined at the sacred grounds. the anniversary of their passing being in the month of September.
Spirits of Manuela Odriozola, Guilherme Chuenque, Alain Ruta, Kyoko Hayashida, Gilberto Sase Mostakato, Elizabeth Bush, Sema Bush, Marion Bush, Linda Melanson Bush, Shina Sato, Ruth Cottrell, Mikhail Aranovich Gorodnitsky, Luiz Verano, Miguel Galvão da Silva, David Luiz Infante, Darcy da Silva Freitas, Ângelo Grazi, Maria Dolo Capato, Marion Bush, Jean Fest, João Benedito de Araújo Negrão, Nobuko Matsuoka, Álvaro de Jesus Ferreira, Juvenal de Holanda Vasconcelos, Pascal Olivari, Peter Beatriz, Tama Cherney, Arthur Harold Edward, Luigi Iwasaki, Eta Gozenthal, Joseph Gross, Ruth Mourão Araújo Rangel, Selomith Vieira Machado, Mokoto Matsumoto, Shizuma Matsumoto, Silvério Morante, Rosendo Tavares, Bruno Ferreira Reis, Sharon Ann Sheldon, Tadao Sato, Gentil Coelho Teixeira, José Bento de Aguiar, Vinícius Fortes Rocha, Valéria Wanda de Oliveira Silva, Elisete Luiza Leão do Carmo, Diane Rini André, Elisete Luiza Leão do Carmo.
Please stand and join us for the Imaginarito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Moroku prayer and prayer for ancestors.
Taka amaharani kam sumarimasu, kamuromi kamuromi no mikoto mochite, sumemi oya kamu isanagi no mikoto, tsukushi no himuka no tachi anano, odo no amagi arani, misori arai kamo, toki ni narimaseru, arai dono o kamitachi, moro moro no magakoto sumike kare o, arai kamae kiyome tamae tomao sugoto no yoshiro, amasu kami kunitsu kami aoyorosu no kami tachi tomoni, ame no uchi koma no mimi furi katete, ikoshi meseto, kashikomi kashikomi momaosu. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae, sakihae tamae. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae, sakihae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami, mamori tamae, sakihae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami, mamori tamae, sakihae tamae. Nagara Damachi Maimase Nagara Damachi Maimase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining evermore brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of assembling and receiving glory. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu Sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Great God of light, bless and protect the souls of our loved ones whose journey here on earth is over. And as they continue on, great God, encircled in your light, may they be raised to ever finer and higher states of true eternal bliss. Great God of light, bless and protect us all. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
Please be seated. We will now receive group program. Truria is now concluded. Let us listen to one of Meishu Sama's teachings. A citizen of the world. I believe that you should try to be a citizen of the world from now on. There is an interesting episode in connection with this that I can share with you. Soon after the end of World War II, an ex-Army officer came to see me. His face aflame with resentment, he said, "No matter how hard I try, I cannot understand why Japan had to surrender in this war. It is truly regrettable." His indignation was obvious. When I did not react as he expected, disgustedly, he asked me, "Sir, are you not a Japanese?" I immediately replied, "No, I am not." My answer so shocked him that, trembling with emotion, he asked, "Then to what country do you belong?" I said, "I am a citizen of the world." This reply was also quite unexpected, and with a blank stare, he then asked me to explain what I meant in words he could understand. I took several approaches, and this article is based on the answers I gave to the officer at that time. I believe that racial discrimination is wrong, but in those days, there was a strong tendency to do so among the Japanese. After the Sino-Japanese and Russo-Japanese wars had been won and Japan suddenly ranked among the greatest powers of the world, the people became so overwhelmed with pride that they began to consider their country as being especially favored by God, a rationale the leaders encouraged. Such egotism resulted in the nation recklessly triggering World War II in the Pacific arena. Thus, the inhabitants of other countries were regarded by the Japanese with contempt, as creatures lower than themselves. They invaded other countries and thought nothing of killing the population. This kind of attitude inevitably led to the miserable defeat that Japan experienced. If the citizens of any nation remain so self-centered that they do not care what happens to other nations as long as they themselves are benefited, there can be no peace in the world. To understand this idea better, apply it to your own region. Suppose a conflict occurred between two areas in your country. A settlement would be reached quickly, similar to the way a disagreement would be resolved in a family. We can expand this idea, then, to cover the entire world. The Emperor Meiji composed this famous poem. If all the people who are living upon earth regard each other as one family, how can any strife occur? If all people would begin to think like this, world peace would immediately be realized. Indeed, if the entire population of the world became this open-minded, war simply could not occur, since we will all truly belong to one family. Groups based on certain isms or ideas are often formed by individuals who consider those outside their groups as adversaries. Some individuals advocate national policies based on a narrow-minded, nationalistic viewpoint, while others remain convinced their country has an exclusive connection to God. Such egotism will not only be disastrous for that country, but it can also greatly impede world peace. Remembering the peace following World War II, Japanese people at least should become world conscious and entirely discard the shoujo way of thinking they had in the past, embracing a Daijo attitude completely. From now on, this way of thinking will be the most progressive and advanced in the world, and people with this attitude will be the ones who are most needed. This idea can also be applied to religion. For a religion to close its doors to other groups or to discriminate against them is not spiritually correct. Our organization deserves my compliments in this regard. Rather than being so small-minded as to tell our members they shouldn't have any contact with other spiritual groups, we even welcome their doing so, since one of our tenets is peace. We are striving to bring harmony to all the people of the world and make them one big family. Therefore, it is our feeling that all other spiritually based organizations are our friends, and we wish to work side by side with them for the realization of the new civilization. We will now have greetings from the Vice President of the Roku Association, Reverend Wilson Conjugate.
Good morning. Everyone is doing okay? Yeah, amazing. The teaching of Meishu Sama, when you hear it talking about this, the reporter asked, what nationality are you? And says, what did he say? Citizen of the world. It's amazing. And the entire teachings has a lot to do with what we are living today. A teaching that was wrote by Meishu Sama on 1940s. And what year are we now? 2024. So many years ago, he wrote it. And you read it as if it's talking to us right now. Amazing. So congratulations for this monthly appreciation service and ancestor service. We had a chance to pray for our ancestors and call the names of our ancestors that passed away during the month of September. Also, this month of September, we had our annual ancestral memorial service here at the headquarters and also all over the United States and Canada. And we still have some places where they are still praying for our ancestors during this month of September. We are all praying for the happiness of our loved ones, those who passed away to the spiritual realm. Meishu Sama, he wrote a poem. Let's talk a little bit about our ancestors now. He wrote a poem, and he says, by repeating the process of birth and death, the human soul learns and grows until it attains eternal happiness. By repeating the process of birth and death, human soul learns and grows until it achieves eternal happiness. That means birth and death, we are here now, but then we go to the spiritual realm and then we come back again. So this is not our first time in this world. So we believe that process. That makes me more and more happy. That means I'm here, but then I'm going to go there and learn some more, come back, I hope. And Meishu also says that after death, the separation of a person's spiritual body from their physical body happened. That's what called death, when we have the separation of the spirit from the body. So the spiritual body leaves it and returns to the spiritual realm, where it begins a new life. It's a new life. So sometimes we think of
I know it's sad we lose someone that passed away, but actually, when they are in the spiritual world, it's like Midsummer says, it begins a new life while we are here, sad, so that because we lost someone. But in the spiritual realm, the spirit is like being born again over there, and all our ancestors, they are already there. They are happy for their coming back home. So, in this way, it's the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is repeated many times. Many times. So God gives each of us a specific mission to accomplish upon coming to this world. So during the course of our physical life here, spiritual clouds accumulate on our spiritual body. Yeah? The time that we are here, we accumulate lots of spiritual clouds through our thoughts, bad thoughts, thinking about bad stuff, our words, using bad words. So we accumulate spiritual clouds, and also deeds, doing something that's not right. So that brings clouds to our spiritual body. Eventually, sickness, or as you get old, it deteriorates. The physical body deteriorates. It requires the spiritual body to leave, and it will return to the spiritual world. That's called death. When you get through your age, or when your physical body is deteriorated, your spirit leaves and continues within this realm. In that spiritual realm, the spiritual body must go through the purification of its clouds. So when we go there, the spirit goes into the spiritual realm, begins the process of purification right there in the spiritual realm. And the amount of clouds, when you leave, each one has some amount of clouds. The amount of clouds determines the plane, the level the spiritual being enters, and the period, how long will take for that spirit to purify. So that's how it works. So when the spirit is purified to the required degree, it returns to earth in a new physical body. In a new physical body. That means you are here with your body now, but you don't know what kind of body you were before. But you're here. Like Midsummer says, it's a mission. Everything in the present is a result of things in the past. Everything in this present. It's carried out from our one lifetime to the next. That's why someone says, once I was awakened, this is a poem Midsummer wrote. Once I was awakened to the realization that life goes on, that is immortal and eternal, I truly began to live. So once he understood that it doesn't finish here, we will continue to live in another dimension. Life's greatest treasure, which lasts forever, is the goods done in secret for the welfare of others. A true filial act is the continued remembrance of our parents and ancestors through our prayers, good deeds, and ancestors' offers. That's what we are doing today. It's a remembrance that our parents, our ancestors, through our prayers, to our services, they can continue moving on and growing in the spiritual realm. So there is this another point I'd like to share with you is that some people, they fear the spirits and stuff like that. But Midsummer said there's nothing to fear about spirits. We are actually all spiritual beings. We are all spiritual beings. There's nothing to fear about the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. Because the spiritual realm is a familiar place where we have lived before and will live again. It's a world where total justice prevails and anyone can go up to higher levels of awareness through accepting these truths. If we prepare ourselves while we are still here in this physical world by learning truth, by living it, then we can make our lives more fulfilling and come closer and closer to the divine realm of the spiritual world when we return. Yeah. So we need to work. We need to work on how we can develop our faith. And to achieve that level of faith that works miracles in our life and in the life of others. So we must begin to practicing faith on a daily basis. And we have many tools in our organization that we all use actually. For example, the first one that we do here as a practice of faith, who can tell me what's the first practice that we do here? Chorei. Every time, if you can, every time. Even if you cannot give chorei to others, you give it to yourself. Or you give chorei, thinking about someone receiving it, channeling distance chorei to someone. When you practice that, that helps your spiritual clouds to be removed, for you to grow. Chorei is an amazing thing, as you all know here. This is one practice. Another practice of faith is prayer. Attending services like you're doing today. When you come here, don't think that you are here by yourself. You are never alone. You always have someone with you. Someone with you. Could be alive or in the spiritual realm, but when you come through that door, you come with your ancestors. They are connected with you. Even your family, your sister, your brother, your friend, they are connected with you spiritually. They come, they join you. So that's why today you represent many millions of ancestors. I see here in our New York area, interesting, for example, only in this service today, we see members from Connecticut, from Pennsylvania, people here from New Jersey. We have people from, of course, New York, upstate New York, and many. It's amazing. You all represent so millions and millions of people. But prayer and attending service is so important. Another thing is donation, gratitude. Materialize your appreciation, service, give something to contribute to humanity. Okay? Donation is a very important thing. Actually, not only myself, but many ministers and spiritual leaders, they don't feel good talking about donations and money because it really makes the situation like people think, they're after money and all that, but no. This is something that you all know, and if you check on your life, every time when you give something happened in your life. This is the true thing. When you give. So it's also a practice of faith. It's the best way. Especially when, the moment when I talk about donation with someone, I never talk too much about donation, but when someone comes to me and say, Minister, I'm having trouble, I don't have money my situation is bad, I need some money for paying my rent or my utility bills and all that. The first thing I say is, okay, so you want to change? Make donations. They go, well, I'm telling you, I don't have money. That's why you don't have money. You give donations. Get $1 or 50 cents or something. Every day you put something and say, thank you for what I have. When you have, you give. When you give, you receive. This is not just giving donation to church. This is giving something to humanity. Actually, you should all give something, especially to the organization that is helping you the most spiritually. That's where you should donate and give something to humanity. And if you make a research, you will find out that people who are very successful in this world, all of them are people who give. Not just money, but they give a lot of things. They are people who give. And so you want to be successful, begin to think what you can give. This is another practice of faith. And then another practice of faith in our organization is invite someone, help people, invite people to receive the Ohikari and channels array to you. Yesterday was interesting. I have it was day before yesterday. I had a member came and brought a friend and told me I've been giving Jorei to my friend. I said, oh, this is great. So I gave Jorei to this friend, and then I didn't have time to give the member Jorei. I didn't have a time to give her Jorei. So I look at this first timer who came. I said, I cannot give her Jorei, so you have to give her Jorei. And she said, I can. I said, well, not right now. Let me teach you how to give. I gave about 25 minutes to teach you, and then you can give her Jorei. So I taught her how to channel Jorei, gave that class of Jorei classes, and she received the Ohikari. So happy, interesting, because those who come and join us, they already have affinity with God and Meishu Sama and all of us. It's by affinity. That's why they come here. So she received the Ohikari and she gave Jorei. She left so happy. And then when I finished my meeting, I went back and I received Jorei from her. It was powerful. It was very nice. I love receiving Jorei from the first, from new members. It's very pure and strong. You should try it. So for that you need to guide someone, bring the receiver Ohikari, say, I want to have the first Jorei. Try that. It's amazing. I always love that. So invite someone to channel Jorei, to receive the Ohikari and give Jorei to you. Another thing is encourage your friend to eat healthy foods. This is also, I know it's not a church, but it's a practice of faith too. If you really have faith, you believe that your body is you should treat your body as like a temple. You need to take care of your physical body. Eat healthy, organic foods, or at least try to find something that is not so toxic, that doesn't have so much chemicals in it. So learn to read. It's tough, I know, because every time when I go to the supermarket to read all those things, the no GMO, no this, no that, I leave that to my wife. She's good at that. She really reads everything. Stop at no, let's not take this because you see how much sugar we have. It's 29. No. I love no. We're not taking this home. Let's have this. No, it's not organic. Let's take the organic. For me to break that barrier of organic, it took long. Because that was maybe about 15 years ago. The price was so high. Remember that? When you got one organic food, it was like 2 times, 3 times more than the regular products. I would look at my wife and say, no. I said, yes, because this is good for you, your health. And that minister, they talk about nature farming, but she was telling me. So I had to. Today, I'm the one that goes there, no, it's not organic. No, let's get that one. Eggs, I never buy eggs if it's not organic. It's very dangerous. So you take care of your health, you'll see how much it changes. You may not feel much eating junky or food with all the toxin. I know, you may not feel anything because our body is so used to it. It became accustomed. Your body became used to that. And it's like a bomb and you don't even know it. suddenly it could explode. So once you begin to change your eating habits and eating more healthy foods, no GMO, no antibiotics. Try as much as you can. If the organic is too expensive, like I said, look for something that has less chemicals. You practice that, you see your body changing and you feeling better, sharp. It's amazing. That's a practice of faith. That means you're taking care of your temple. Another thing is you encourage your friends to practice art. And you try to practice art yourself. In our case here, we come and we do some Ikebana classes and workshops, or we have the privilege in our headquarters in New York to have people here that are so much involved in art. Many of you are very much involved in art. As a matter of fact, we will have on October 11 and 12 another special art exhibition of flower arrangements and calligraphies that you can come enjoy. But this is not just a simple art exhibition. It's more than that, because the purpose of art is to elevate our spirit. So when you practice, when you learn painting or sculpture or music or poetry or calligraphy or Ikebana, any kind of art, it makes your spirit grow. It changes you. And so this one it has three things. First, the exhibition. You can take a look around and see those beautiful calligraphies. Some of them original from Meisama. Meisama wrote those calligraphies. It's also the art of calligraphy, receiving light from those calligraphies. That will also happen. It's going to be Friday, the 11th of October, the exhibition. Also, we will have a workshop, Ikebana workshop, that will be on Saturday 12, from 12 to 1:15 p.m. For that workshop, we suggest donation, $15 to $30. That's important. You need to buy flowers and all that stuff, vases. And also calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy. If you want to try to write in Japanese, that you have your chance to do that on that day. So you will have this Japanese calligraphy workshop, October 12th, and the flower arranging workshop, also on the 12th. The time will be from 12 to 1:15 p.m. for the flower arranging, and from 2 to 3:15 p.m. Oh yeah, this is very important. It says here, it's a maximum of 6 people. So you have to be quick if you want to do this and decide and make your registration. You can speak with Miho Negrão or my wife Simone. She's here, so you can talk to her about that. But do that, practice art. Yeah? Meishu Sama says the most important thing, thank you, in our spiritual growth is the art, is the highest level in all this. I know we have Joe Ray, Nature Farm, but art is like a top of everything. Huh? That's why Meishu Sama says paradise will be a world of art. That's paradise. Huh? In talking about world of art, you have to go and see the sacred ground so you understand what is the world of art. It's beautiful. And I'm very proud to say that from our New York area, we have members going to the sacred grounds pilgrimage this time. We have about 3 people, I would say 4 people, counting with Brother Marco Negrão also going. He's gonna be going now on Tuesday, so he will be there. And we have people from our area. From these 3 members going from our area, we have here Delva and David. They're both going. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Yeah, no pressure, David, but please represent when you go there and share your faith experience. By the way, you know the main stage at the Sacred Grounds in Atami, the big stage? David was invited to share his experience of faith. So, no pressure, okay? You're gonna be okay. Yeah, we're all gonna be watching online, because you know you can watch online, so just need to go to the, it's Izuno Meikyo, the website. It's our Sekai Seikyo, Izuno Meikyo Dano, just put Church of World Messianic or Igreja Messiânica Mundial Japan. So we will find the website and attend the service. So thank you very much, congratulations for you. So this is also a way of taking care of your faith. So I would like you to think about that, all those points. Take care of your health, do jewelry, guide people, and also enjoy art. Because faith, what is faith? To finish, I'm gonna say what Meishu Sama talks about faith. He says, through faith, should lead to serenity of mind, to be, serene, be tranquil, and a life of happiness and joy. This is true faith. When we attain this state, when we reach that level, we perceive the love of God in the sun, the moon, the stars, in the beauty of nature, the songs of birds, and the perfection of flowers. That's faith. And we recognize the beneficence, what it brings to us, the abundance with which all these things supplies our every need, such as food, clothes, shelter. We sense that our oneness with all life, not only with people, but with nature, with the plant and animal life, they're all about us. This is a spiritual ecstasy. So, after you do your very best in any situation, believe there's always hope. I know we all go through so many difficult times and difficult in either it's a disease or financial or conflict. But after you do your best to practice faith in any situation, in that tranquil and happy state of mind, we have to have perfect trust in God, because God is watching us. Like Bette Miller, that singer, is that her name? Bette Miller, I think it is. She says, God is watching us, God is watching us from a distance. And Meishu Sama is watching you too, every time. Thank you very much, and enjoy your Sunday.
This concludes our service today. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a blessed day.